Hey there, Leo. This is Joy with Joy the World, here to take an intuitive peek into the energies going on around you. Friends and subscribers, welcome back. And if you are new to this channel, click that subscribe button down below, baby. It is free as always. And if you would like to be notified anytime I post new videos, just ring that little bell up beside and they will be sure to notify you. Also share because you care. These are timeless reads. They are energy sessions. And because they don't have a lot of trigger words and other things, they don't tend to get circulated as much. But we can help get this message of joy to the world, out to the world, to lift and level up everybody. Because when they meet here, they meet with their own self, their own energy, and they get to talk to themselves, which lifts the burden and the cares off your shoulders and allows you to step on into your own sunshine, focus on your own fine self, Leo, like all that heart energy, all this peekaboo. That's right, all that delicious energy you got coming on in. So anyways, also make sure you leave comments down below. I want to know what's going on the other side of this lens. Color my world with your love. Share with me. Share because you care. Okay, now enough of that. Y'all know Big Papa made his trip around the world last week with us, and he was in with his inference, with his presence of kind of digging and putting the finger on the snag. Like in the runes, there's a rune that means, to my mind, it means a little snag, a little snare, just the one little thing that keeps tripping you up, and it undoes it, spoils the whole cart. But this week he's coming in, he is talking. Big Papa's going down, taking a deep dive to bring up the living water, to bring you out and extract you from where you were. That's why he went down into the snag, so that he can scoop it up and out and bring forward your best, bold, bright, beautiful self. Now I must tell you, there was a card, I'm shuffling, getting everything clean and ready, because you know I like to have it ready to go so I don't have to make all that noise on camera, right? And to save you time as well. But when I was working it, a card forced its way out, and I'm like, wait, Big Papa, what you doing here? What you doing? He said, take it on out, Joy. See, you're coming out of the sweat lodge. You're coming out of the crunch factory, and don't you even worry about all the stress, struggle, strife, problems, whatever, etc. that you have been through, because baby, they were just turning your coal into a diamond. They're just taking that alchemy, that lead, that thing that had you waiting. Because see, W-A-I-T and W-E-I-G-H-T sound the same, don't they? So sometimes that weight can weigh so heavy on you that you begin to gain weight. You begin to grow roots where you didn't mean to. You eat up the grass, you tear up the driveway, whatever else. And it's time to get you out of there. And he has come. Here you come. Here you come, and your spirit is leading the way. Now, that is the only nugget for you, fine self, Leo. Now, I will tell you, he slides back into the deck, and then I shuffle and clean it, and shuffle it and clean it, and shuffle it and clean it. And he said he was going to be found in the center. When I find him, take the card in front of him and the card behind him. And that was going to be the crux of the story for whichever sign I'm reading for. With you guys, he's at the headway. I have to turn him up, so I start to look to move it to see where they are. He was top of the deck. Top of the deck. He said, enough said, work done, you're coming on out. He said, what do I need to do if you've joined in with me? You have joined your spirit with mine, and you are coming forth. You have left this old world. You've already extracted from the era of air, and you're like, I've been good and ready. Oh my gosh, been stuck there for a minute, like 20 minutes, like 20 years. Okay, because this transition has been going on for 20 years. That's why we're in 2020 now, and we're in the moment that 2020 is hindsight and foresight. Right? It's perfect. It's balanced vision. It is balanced vision. And that is the gift of forgiving yourself. Give forward. Give yourself the foresight gain from what you already know. They're saying from the lack of what you know. He's extracting you from ignorance. Okay, Big Papa. Give me some sugar on that. Bless myself. Take the ignorance on out. He said, I've extracted you. This was a ball of ignorance. This was the world's ways, and the world's ways doesn't just mean what people do. There's a collective energy that goes on, just like when a bee returns to the hive to do the little vibration dance to let all the other ones know where they found the bounty of pollen so that they can all go there and collect it, right? They send out like surveying bees to go and find that. They come back, they hum, they buzz. Well, here on Earth, we tend to like gather around the nasty, the nitty, the gritty, the low energies, and those type of things. And there's like this buzzing, this vibration is felt around the Earth, which is this low end quality, which can keep us trapped. It's these mindsets, these entrapments, like the heavyweight, the bottom dross of the atmosphere. Okay, kind of like the depths, the dregs of gravity. Has it been a little heavy on you? W-E-I-G-H-T or W-A-I-T, either way. Done plucked you out. I see those clouds unfurling, the sun is rising, and the goldness is coming out with you. And he's saying, get you a color card. So let's get on in here and give me some sunshine for Leo. Y'all, even. See, when I clean, I just give you a little demo. So when I clean, say this was the card right here, right? Okay, there's some peachy. Ooh, who wants some juicy stuff? Who needs some juicy? Get you some juicy for yourself and aqua, peace and calm. But anyways, pretend, say I slide this one in here, right? Here, aqua wants to stay and so does peach. Well, so say I take this one and I'll slide it partway in the deck, or maybe I put it right there and then I begin to shuffle and go and shuffle and go. And then when I start on camera, I start rifling. Just so you know, this baby was good and buried. And if you're one of my friends who goes through all the zodiac, right? Because we are the whole zodiac, the whole eye, the complete vision, okay? And that's what we got coming in here in the future, your vision quest. This is what you came back with. This is like the film, the photography reel, the snapshots, all that, and it begins to come together. So the reason these had to come all out together is this. Anyways, but so this plasma, that's what Big Papa brought in on the November 8 to 14 read, or else on the Magic Monday. Take a look back if you want to find out more about it. But this is the era of air that we're going into, because remember, he extracted you from this heaviness, from the vibration of the earth, from that low end collective dregs of gravity type energy, and is lifting you up and out with this freedom spirit. This is your spirit already, but you were entrapped in ignorance. That is that blindness, that thing, I don't know better, Todd, know better. Living out of hindsight, haven't you heard an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure? We've been having to live in the cure forever and ever. Not the band, the cure, but the issue of the cure. And that is expensive and that is costly. And Big Papa's like, I ain't about all that, baby. No, because he's about being conservative, being intelligent in the way we handle time and money. He's certainly not going to allow us to continue to be entrapped in ignorance. But this was a binding and like a causticism, like caustic, like burning, like a furnace, like a kiln, putting you in a kiln to bring you out hardened, prepared, and ready to hold water, to hold plasma. Because to me, plasma is like if you mixed water and air and you made this liquidous, voluminous stuff that when you move through it, it feels like water, but you dry. You don't come out wet. You just like, you go in, you feel like you're swimming, you come out and your hair, y'all, you may not want your hair to look like this. That's okay. It's the way I was born. This is my crazy hair and I've embraced it. But say you come on out, I'd take a dip and a dive. I don't know how many times a day. I'd be all up in that deliciousness. And this is the deliciousness of you, Leo. Look at that big juiciness all up in the center. The candle reiterating the fire, the passion, the fragrance. Here you have the warm, fuzzy, the beauty, the external, the tasty, the interior. And then you have that reproductive seed. You have that reproductive seed. Not only that, you have the bounty. You have the fullness of your essence coming in. And this is the refinement of the light, of how easy the light is penetrating you now. That's the thing. When we come out of ignorance, ignorance is the worst darkness we'll ever go through. Darkness in and of itself has no issue. We have no problem with it. That's how we sleep. That's how we see the stars. That's how we used to develop film. Okay. So the dark has its beauty and its place, but the darkness of ignorance is grimy. It's dangerous. It's like a cocked gun. It is the trigger that has been going on our planet for quite a while now. But when you step out into the light, away from the ignorance, and you step into this light, the color comes. The full spectrum, the full radiance, the beauty of, my crayon box. I'm like, baby, get yours out and let's color our world. Let's color it with love. It ain't all that logic and black and white and I'm right and you're wrong and this is right and you're wrong and that's this. But you've already come out. That's why Big Papa was at the top. Divine order coming on in. He said it is right on time. You're bringing the sunshine. Okay. I need a scoop of that. Sorry, y'all, when this energy moves through you, that's my prayer, is not only what moves through me, that it moves through you as well. And you get that unctuous feeling, because I'm just here as a channel. I'm just the microphone conveying the message from yourself to yourself, and I'm excited about that. So let's go in. Big Papa's sitting on that big wad of juiciness over here. He's like, I want to swim in the swimming pool, but he's intense. His eyes are like glaring. He's glaring across going, get the message, get the message. So we're going to get the message on this medicine wheel. Awakening and harnessing the power of earth, like bringing forth. It's almost like the little medicine bag that people would wear around their neck. And if y'all wonder, yes, I got clothes on. Okay, so don't you worry. But so, that's a medicine in itself. But it's like the little grains, the bits, the stars, the dust, the worthiness. Bring it forward into this pouch. And they're definitely talking about hummingbird spirit leading the way. So hummingbird spirit, he's telling me to go back into the deck then, okay? Because that's where we found hummingbird spirit the other day. So what are you wanting to tell us, hummingbird spirit? Out of this medicine wheel of leading the way, it's like high vibration mind leading the way into this new vibration. Leading the way, leading the people out of the ignorance, okay? This is it. You've been called. You've been called. You've been chosen. Good thing I have that acquired taste of being in the forefront, okay? Right? That foresight, that forefront, the one you're like, well, I just use my good sense of humor, my favorite, to just bounce and not break when things don't go exactly right. And this brings in the moon. He's saying 2 moons. 2 moons. Well, Big Papa, does that mean 2 full cycles of the moon or 2 moons? Because 2 moons could mean 2 nights. He says, dance and we'll see. Dance and we'll see. What do you want me to see? Where do you want me to dance, Big Papa? Where do you want me to dance? Tell me to wait for it. What is this, y'all? It's just asking me to wait. Hey, glad you're here. How's your week been? I hope it's been going well. I'm still hanging on the edge of Big Papa, like, what you gonna say? He's like, it's over here. Okay. Soul retrieval. So this is like the diamond mind, okay? And the thing is the butterfly is the greatest warrior spirit coming forth out of this. It is the emanation of joy, okay? And I'm not talking about myself that way. I'm talking about the quality, the development of a character inside of us called joy, right? He's talking about 2 moons, and you will see. 2 moons, and you will see. The fullness of beauty and power. And okay, well, it's taking me back. How could I forget? So I went on a sunset bike ride and watched the beautiful sky and all that. And when I came back to, I know, it makes a ton of noise on the camera, babe. That's all right. We got family up in here. It's a household, you know. Thank you, darling. So when I'm putting my bike up out back, I see this butterfly on the ground. It's not dead or anything. It's there just crawling around. I'm like, ooh, and it lets me pick it up. It lets me take its picture and all that. And then I try and figure out, where did it go? Well, it was on my dress. And that butterfly hung out with me for at least half an hour. How did I forget that? And I was mesmerized. It's called a Gulf fritillary. And on the underside of its wings, when it folds them up like this, it has all these silver spots, like the moon. Okay, Big Papa, keep speaking. So 2 moons, soul retrieval. Well, at this state, the way I would detect that is definitely not 2 full cycles of the moon. I would think it's 2 nights, 2 moons. So we're going to get in on the true heart on this. It won't pick up. Okay. So the one that wouldn't pick up, no matter how much I tried, it was this bottom one. He tells me to look at the bottom of the deck. Look at the bottom of the deck. Okay. It's like the game of life. It's going to be playful and fun, because remember, we're talking about that color, that juicy deliciousness. When you come out of the ignorance, out of the darkness and into the light, and your sun, your moon align, that's when your coloring box is full. Y'all imagine 2 days from now, miracle. Yes, right? Who wouldn't? Who doesn't? And he's showing me over here 2 cards that already come out from this great new deck I got by Erte. I love cartomancy. Anyways, these are fantastic. But it's telling you, don't miss out. All right? Remove this covering, remove this shelter, because this is life wanting to come through and to fulfill you, wanting to come through and get rid of the circus that's been going on in your life. And Big Papa, ooh, the feathers are now talking. What's that big circus, Big Papa? What's the big circus that's been going on here for Leo? Okay, he's looking beyond us. He's looking well beyond into like Pluto's realm. So Pluto, so that's a lot of Aquarian energy coming through. I know it's Scorpio, Scorpio, but Aquarians come from beyond Pluto. That's where the plasma transmission is coming in, and now the spirit is flying towards you. It's going to lead you, and it's going to lead the way. So let's see what's leading the way here. Some titillation, baby. Take that as you need to, but look. You all just like dusting yourself with all that medicine you brought back, all that beauty, all that. It's like cosmic dust, cosmic plasma. It's beyond stardust because it's the collectiveness of the cosmos. It's like you come back as a living nebula, a living testimony of the stars here on Earth. I mean, those are the diamonds, baby. Stars, living diamonds. And your soul opens up. So combining divine perfection with the Jubilee. Look at you moving the plasma. So you're the initiator of the plasma realm coming here, of the cosmos coming down and like anointing the bodies of human beings with that level of love. The everlasting love, the everlasting life, the everlasting joy, the everlasting peace. This is the entire zodiac, y'all. It is the harnessing of the eye and developing the master control to open the bank vault to, they're saying extract, but that doesn't mean like abuse, not that. It's almost like to bring you in through the channel and cause you to arrive here on Earth so that some can bypass this. So a leader of a new generation. Okay. You'll be titillated all up in here. You'll be like, this is you landing. And you land on in here and you're like, I'm dialing it up. I'm dialing it up. Sorry, y'all. Anyways, so that brings in what? The flow. Remember, it's the era of air, which is why it looks more like that, okay, as opposed to like the wetness of the cups of the water. Love's going to be coming in. That plasma stays. So we've got new information coming our way. And they're working with me on developing that. So anyways, we have got flow. No, they want me to say we got. So, all right, excuse my English. We got flow coming on up in here. Experience living, union emerging, unseen powers, and happily ever after. Very much the union. There's talking about union eyes. Okay, I remember now, kaleidoscope eyes, the eyes of the butterfly. So that's what was happening on my walk. And with the butterfly and all this, y'all, time and space does this plasma type effect on me. And now his eyes are calming down. He's like, about time, Joy. Can't you read my mind? I'm like, I forgot, Big Papa. Sorry. I was so mesmerized. That's it. Mesmer eyes. Do you mesmerize with your eyes, Leo? Do you captivate? Is that your amazing favor that you have? Your eyes shine like the sun, with stars and diamonds and shooting stars and answered prayers and miracle power and the full commending of love unto humankind. I'd like to meet you. Get a hug, tell you thank you, I love you. Anyway, so let's move on from there. They're wanting us to get a, we're going to get the Mystical Dream Tarot here. I see you. What the heck? Hang on. No, okay. Sorry, in the midst of going for it, we have a turn. So we have a turn, but it's really the one hiding behind the turn. So as we're going for it, life makes a turn. And that's obvious. You know, if you've ever used a GPS, right? You have to put in the directions of where you're going. And it may say, you know, drive west for 10 miles. And then it has you take a turn east for 2 miles. That east turn is not a wrong turn, right? It's a turn. It's part of the journey. It's part of the arrival. So as you were making the turn, and look at this, this is very much the turn. Okay. Now, Ellsworth, if you tune on in here, tell me what that's name is. That's not a kip up because she ain't on the ground. So I guess just a backflip when somebody's launching in like that. And it's like, you got a firework going off. You got this synergy going on over here, like this nebula vortex energy coming on in. And you're going to speak for the trees. You're going to speak for the healing, the righteousness. Well, when that turn came, it kicked this out. So it kicked this out, and underneath came what needs to speak. So let's explore. Big Papa's trying to get on down. He's like, set that to the side because you got swords, pentacles, pentacles, pentacles. So he's cutting away the old hemming in of your provision, taking the limits off of your provision. He's like, it's bigger than this world, Joy. Tell them it is bigger than this world. I'll tell you, it's bigger than this world. Your provision that is coming in, the colors, the lights, the emanations, all of that is coming in, the flow. Big Papa is saying loud and clear, let me love you. Let me love you. Love is coming in. Are you ready? Are you ready? And so these are face down. And so this is the one in the shadow, the 9 of Cups. So he's telling me this is kind of a choice. And we're going to have to ignore this, the 9 of Cups, you know, because we could think, oh, goody. No. He said, your world's going to keep turning. Your world's just going to keep on turning. And you have the opportunity to get trapped up in the magic and miss the message. All right? You can get trapped up in the ritual and you will miss the divine. Or you can be the dream weaver, the diviner, the one who joins in with the one who loves you. That you recognize the magic. And that's making the tip of my tongue very strange. It's right on the tip of my tongue. I pray the tip of your tongue be awakened. I pray you speak forth, and not just with words, but with flow, with your energy, with your spirit, with your truth, with your being, with this blazing a trail. And it's not harsh or trying to convince others. No, it's like shining, baby, sharing your story, your nuggets, your niblets, all that good stuff in your divine dance, that complete satisfaction, your amazing self. Remember when you live, y'all, I can't, they've opened it. When you live like this, it titillates the world. And that's titillating is different than teasing. Teasing is stirring up desire for something that will not be fulfilled. Titillating is stirring up desire that will be fulfilled. And they've been talking about in the soul, in the goldness, that the beauty of life that's coming, this marriage, this meeting, when you walk in this energy, when you join in this divine union, is the desire gets stirred and the desire gets fulfilled. You get both hungry and satisfied. And then that satisfaction provides a new hunger, right? A taste for a new day. And that gets the wheel, the medicine wheel turning. This is the goal of your soul. And see, look, y'all, this, if you look closely, looks a lot like this. Titillating people, drawing them into the eye, into the mesmerize, into the lens of color, into the love that you had, that you brought back with you, right? From here, your magic dust, your spark, your shine. That now she's calling to the others. She's calling to all of you to come forward, to be drawn into this energy of weaving together the power of life with Big Papa. I like that. Drawing you in, baby. Mesmerize. Hey, I want you to leave me comments down below. Color my world. Tell me what's going on the other side of the lens. Share your dreams, the difficulties, whatever. You know, we're all in this process here together. And together we are better. Because when one falls down, the other one can lift you up, right? And wherever two on earth agree, it is done. And these are the dreams of the heart, not just the ones we concoct in the mind where we can misperceive certain things, but straightforward in this aligned heart, in this dream weaver heart. Remember, as we join together, and then we put Big Papa in the mix. Ooh, yes, please. And he's bringing it on in, your beautiful, fine, divine self, that the caterpillar brings in the whole new world. I love you. Stop by again real soon, okay? Check out Freaky Friday. Check out some of the other signs. You're the whole divine zodiac. I love you. Bye.